Hi guys, welcome to today's session. Thank you all for your responses on yesterday. And our yesterday's quiz question was, which amendment to the Constitution of India introduced anti-defection law? And the answer is, it is the Constitution 52nd Amendment Act of 1985. That is the right answer. Let's now start today's session. First question for the day, with regard to Gavi, that is Global Vaccine Alliance, consider the following statement. Statement 1, it is an initiative of WHO created in 2000. Statement 2, only public sector companies are members of this alliance. Statement 3, it aims to create equal access to new and underused vaccines for children living in the world's poorest countries. Which of the above statements are not correct? Option A, 1 and 2 only. Option B, 3 only. Option C, 1 and 3 only. And option D, 1, 2 and 3. The question asked to choose the statements which are not correct. So here statement 1 and 2 are wrong statements. So our answer is option A, 1 and 2 only. Third statement is correct statement. Gavi was created in 2000 and it is an international organization, but it is not an initiative of WHO, and it is headquartered at Geneva, Switzerland, and it brings together public and private sectors with the shared goal of creating equal access to new and underused vaccines for children living in the world's poorest countries. And its mission is to save lives, reduce poverty, protect the world against the threat of epidemic, and work towards achieving SDGs. And the World Health Organization, UNICEF, the World Bank, and the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. These organizations are core partners of Gavi, and Gavi has helped in vaccination of more than 760 million children in world's poorest countries, preventing more than 13 million deaths so far. And recently, India pledged $15 million support to Gavi, the International Vaccine Alliance, during the virtual global vaccine summit hosted by UK Prime Minister. India promised to give $15 million to Gavi. And since the outbreak of COVID-19, there have been serious efforts of vaccine development around the globe, as many of 100 different types of vaccines are being developed, with some already in phase 2 of clinical trials. Many governments, pharma and biotech companies are collaborating on different fronts of vaccine development, as it requires a great deal of expertise and investment. So that's it. Moving to the second question. Second question is, SALBAR 60 campaign recently seen in the news is related to option A, environment pollution, option B, Godavari river cleaning, option C, vaccine development, and option D, social distancing. Guys, the correct answer here is, it is option A, environment pollution. It is a new campaign on air pollution unveiled by Haridwar-based Ridhima Pandey. She is a climate activist of just 12 years old, and this campaign demands that government put in place measures to ensure that PM 2.5 levels in cities is 60 micrograms per cubic meter, which is the safe limit for 24 hours as prescribed by Central Pollution Control Board. So that is about SALBAR Camp 60 campaign. And guys, it's time for quiz question. So there is a campaign led by WHO, United Nations Environment, and the Climate and Clean Air Coalition, CCAC, to mobilize cities and individuals to protect our health and planet from effects of air pollution. So our question is, what is the name of that campaign? So please name the campaign, which is led by WHO, United Nations Environment, and the Climate and Clean Air Coalition on air pollution. So please post your answers in the comment section. We will now move to last question. Last question is in the context of unmanned aircraft system UAS rules of 2020. Which drones do not require pilot licenses? 1. Drones used by ISRO. 2. Drones used by private agencies for government projects. 3. Nano drones weighing 250 grams or less. Select the correct answer using the codes given below. Option A 1, 2 and 3. Option B 1 only. Option C 2 only. And option D 3 only. Guys, the correct answer here is, it is option D 3 only. Recently, the Ministry of Civil Aviation has notified the Draft Unmanned Aircraft System Rules 2020. It aims to regulate the production, import, trade, ownership, establishment of drone pods, and operation of unmanned aircraft systems. It also seeks to create a framework for drones used by businesses, and according to the new rules, an authorized manufacturer or importer of drones can sell its devices only to an individual or entity approved by the aviation regulator, Directorate General of Civil Aviation, that is DGCA. And it also says that only nano class drones will be allowed to operate in India in general, and only a qualified remote pilot will be permitted to operate heavier drones. And nano class drones are, as we have seen, it is less than or equal to 250 grams of weight. And the DGCA will have the powers to inspect a UAS manufacturing or maintenance facility before granting any authorization under these rules. And rules also says that no UAS shall operate in India unless there is in existence a valid third-party insurance policy to cover the liability that may arise on account of a mishap involving such UAS. And about carrying payload, rule says that no UAS should carry any payload except as permitted by DGCA, and also no person shall drop or project or permit to be dropped from a UAS in motion any object except when specified. So that is about carrying payload. And for owning and using a drone, one has to be at least 18 years of old, and in the case of companies, the requirement is that their main place of business has to be in India, and the chairman and at least 2/3 of directors have to be Indian citizens. Also, businesses operating drones have to be substantially owned and effectively controlled by Indian nationals. So that are a few important rules of this unmanned aircraft system rules of 2020. You may please see this in detail. It is a mains topic as well. So that's all for today, guys. We'll meet tomorrow with another set of questions. Please post answer to the quiz question and your scores in the comment section. Thank you for watching.